A family of 12 is without a home this evening, and a firefighter had a close call after a fire breaks out in a Marlin home. Good evening and welcome to the Texas Report. I'm reporter Rachael Wilson. A new drug study could offer hope for some breast cancer patients. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention claim that birth defects in children are on the rise. In the U.S. versus Paul Segalia case today, the judge decided to postpone the hearing until May 2015. Walmart shoppers will soon be able to do their banking at their local store. The nation's largest retailer is teaming up with Green Dot Corporation to provide customers with a low-cost alternative to traditional bank checking accounts. In the U.S. versus Paul Segalia case today, the judge decided to postpone the hearing until May 2015. Even though Segalia wasn't able to join us in court, his lawyers were able to phone him in. After the case, we did hear from his lawyer, and he had this to say.
If two neighbors enter an agreement to have an easement, you're my neighbor, and I give you part of my land and you erect a fence and then claim it as your own, I have a right to sue you.
With a bubbly and vivacious personality, you wouldn't think twice when you pass her in the street, unless you saw her right side. 18-year-old Natalia Rubio was born without her right arm.
I was born without an arm. It happened in the womb somehow.
Just like everybody else, she ties her shoes, goes to class, and lives her life like any other student.
There's just certain things that I had to do differently than other people. I never let it stop me. Until I've tried it, I'm not going to say I can't do it.
She used a prosthetic arm until she came to college.
My prosthetic arm looks real, so some people didn't know. And so I had moments where they would discover it. I had even teachers, they didn't know, and it was just really weird. And they're just like, what are you talking about? I've known you for like 3 years. Like, that's not true. And I'm just like, no, it is.
Through the years, she's learned how to deal with those awkward moments. She keeps a smile on her face and helps the other person see this is not a problem.
I never wanted to make other people feel uncomfortable, and other people didn't want to make me feel uncomfortable.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention claim that birth defects in children are on the rise. But there are many causes for birth defects in babies, such as a mother's abuse of alcohol, her use of prescription drugs, and many others. But then again, there's not always a reason behind the cause. Natalia's doctors aren't exactly sure what caused Natalia's arm to be lost, but for Natalia, it's just a part of life.
It's one of those things where you just kind of have to adjust to, because most things, I can do pretty much everything.
For News Channel 25, I'm Rachael Wilson. Whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, an exchange student, or just a person, we're all here to make a difference. So I sat down with some students of different ethnicities to talk to them about their experience. So let's take a look.
So I'm Mai Lin. I'm a political science major, and my ethnicity is Vietnamese.
My name is Catherine Regalado, and I am a psychology major going for a minor in child and family studies, and I'm Hispanic.
Lexi Williams. I'm a bio major, chemistry minor, and I am African American.
My name is Christian Michael. I'm a biology major, and my ethnicity is African American.
My name is Amira Lawali. I am a branding, engagement, and promotions marketing major, and I am African American.
What can you tell me about your experience here at Baylor being a minority student?
I don't feel like I'm separated from anyone else. All the opportunities there are for other ethnicities, I feel like there are definitely opportunities for us.
I feel like I've been able to plug into different organizations that have helped me find people like me.
There are things that are hard to do at Baylor, but it's hard for everyone. I've never felt different in a class in any other way.
What class was this? This was chemistry too, with Dr. Thomas McGrath. My favorite, I called him Bloodbath McGrath. That's my favorite teacher. And so it just felt like I can go talk to him. It was a class of, 80 plus, paper 100, science, the auditorium size classes. And so I would just go up and talk to him after class, and like, Christian, I'm really excited to see you do good on this test. And so that just made me feel like he's my friend. Like, this is a good guy I can come talk to if I need a letter of recommendation and things like that. If you just come eager to class, willing to listen and just work hard, it's like teachers recognize that, even with professors. professors recognize that easily, and it's just, that's for anybody.
They've been fantastic. I actually have not felt like any different from any other student, which is incredible.
So what would you say to an incoming minority freshman who may not exactly know what they're getting into?
I would say come and see it. Come see Baylor yourself, because everyone's experience is completely different.
Forming good friends, good friendships.
Be open to everything. Don't segregate yourself. You need to join everything, talk to everyone, because that's part of an experience, is to get to know as many people as you can, you know, and yes, just be open-minded to everyone. It doesn't matter who they are. You should try to be their friend.
There are things for you here. You just have to look for it.
I would recommend for a freshman to find out about different organizations their first semester, but to try to focus on their grades the first